Hey guys, wanted to do a mail day. This is actually an item I bought a while ago. Have not shown it. I don't think I've shown anybody actually. So if you recall, for the last God knows how many years, since I started doing videos, 2006, spring 2006, winter 2006, whenever that was, early on, there's been two major cards that were eluding me. The two centerpieces to my PC for the Griffey Jr. PC that I've been trying to track down. So it's been really, really difficult to find them. But within the last calendar year, I've gotten both, which include the bat barrel with Griffey's name, an actual piece of the bat barrel from a game used bat. So I got that last year, and I will show that again when I do the Griffey PC again. And speaking of showing PCs, I've been asked to do the Hall of Fame PC stuff, so you can see the boxes are all out, sorting stuff, so I can do the video. So I'll show this first. Then I got a couple books that are kind of cool, but I'm going to start with this one. This one deserves its own video, but I'll throw some other stuff in it anyway. I think I can get this bump from BGS up to from a 9.5 to a 10, but I don't know. We will see. But the 1997 Precious Metals Platinum limited to 100, 9.5 gem mint. That's a little out of focus here. Anyway, you get the point. Pretty nice. Actually, very nice. Freaking love this card. I have the Barry Bonds Gold. It's a pristine 10. I pulled it myself. I pulled a few, and you guys may be aware, my most watched video that has like literally 1 million views or more at this point. I don't know exactly what it has, but it was me getting scammed on doing a full tin, a full box of these, what should have been these cards, but there weren't cards in it. I've done dozens and dozens of those master boxes, master cases. That was the only time I got scammed like that. But I've done tons of them just trying to pull this one card, and I finally found it. The guy wanted, well, doesn't matter, but a lot of money. An awful lot of money. So it made sense, though. It's a card I've wanted for a very, 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 very long time. So extremely happy to add that to the PC. I mean, if you guys aren't familiar with it, let's see here. It's card 2 of 25 in the set. It is a gram. There we go. Again, I'm using a camera that's probably not going to focus on here. It is a gram of actual platinum, 999.5. That's why it's called precious metals. There's some other like precious metal gems and other sports, like other releases. But these were actually the metal. Like you can melt it down, and it has, if you want to destroy the card, it has value in the precious metal. Now this card, because it's Griffey, is actually worth more as a Griffey card by a long shot. So I'm going to keep it that way, obviously. Don't plan on melting this down, but the print run was stated to be 100. The 1998 version of this, because there's only 2 years of this type of card, there's a 98 Platinum Griffey. I don't have that either. It's out of 50, but it usually sells for less money than this one. 97 was just a big deal. This is the exact card I wanted. This and that bat barrel, which I both have both now. I'm extremely stoked about that. So very, very, very happy to add this to the PC. It's a pretty simple looking card, but extremely valuable and really, really, really hard to track down. Pretty much the only people that have the cards are the people that don't trade or sell Griffeys. People like myself. Once it's in the collection, it does not come out, so it's real tough. And back when it released in the late 90s, well, 97, I mean, I didn't have a chance in hell of affording it. Even like raw, not graded, back then it was selling for hundreds of dollars. And having $100 period was not going to happen in 1997 for me, so yeah, I'm really happy to be able to add this to my collection now. So it's been a lot of time talking about this card, but it deserves its own video. This is a huge, huge card, cornerstone piece to the collection. And like I said, I think I might be able to bump that. Got centering and edges at 10 and corners and surface at 9.5. It might bump to a 10. I don't know how that works. I mean, I thought if you had 2 and 2, it would round up, but I don't know. Anybody have a clue? Anyway, love, 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 love that card. Seriously, it's been a card I've chased since the product released. When I found out that these were invented, because back then I didn't have the internet either in the 90s. We didn't get that till after 2000, I think. Yeah, definitely actually at home. So I didn't even know what the precious metal cards look like. We only heard about them. And then I finally saw one at a show, and I was like, oh my God, this is unreal. And then I got the Pool, the Barry Bonds one, which is now, it's still in my collection almost 10 years later, and it's now a pristine 10. That one I would make available since I finally got my Griffey. I was holding on to that to trade it straight up for a Griffey. If somebody ever had the Griffey and wouldn't get rid of it, but was a Bonds fan, I was just going to trade them straight up. That's why I kept it. And the Bonds is gold. Anyway, this book here, it's like kind of a kid's book sort of thing. Something like that. Hello, Marco. Just showing it because this is going to be the first book that I read to my child, Griffey. So, you see, it's got illustrations and just, it's actually got stories using the real, like, names of, like, buildings and stuff on campus in Huntington, West Virginia. So, thought that was cool. So, shout out to that author and illustrator. Thought that was cool to add to Griffey's PC, which has a lot of books already. So, thankful our family members have given us a lot of books to start that PC, I guess. So used to talking about cards, the library for Griffey. So a bunch of kids' books and some other books. It's not reading level will be on for a very, very long time, but I think it's important to read to your kids. So we'll get into that early, but the first book will be Hello, Marco. And then a book for my collection. Here we go. Coach Red Dawson. A Coach in Progress, Marshall Football, A Story of Survival and Revival. And obviously, Bob Bowden and Fred Biletnikoff have some forwards in there. It says it there on the bottom. Red Dawson, if you remember the movie We Are Marshall, obviously I'm a Marshall fan, I'm a Marshall alum. Beyond proud of that, love the school. Anyway, Red Dawson was played by Matthew Fox in We Are Marshall. There's Matthew McConaughey and Matthew Fox, the redheaded assistant coach. The one who was in the newspaper as deceased, but he actually was not deceased because he didn't get on that plane on the way back to Huntington. If you've not seen that movie, you're nuts. Go watch it. And inside, so Red still lives in Huntington. I've met Red many, many times. Good dude. And I got this personalized. To Chad, Go Herd, Red Dawson. So I'm going to read through the book here eventually. Once the kiddos here. When I'm kept up all night, I figured that'd be a good time to start reading the book. So anyway, really happy with the 2 book pickups, but had to show you this. And I know it took 8 minutes to show 3 items, but this is truly a centerpiece to my collection. So I have things that might be worth more, but as far as chasing a card down, something you really want, a specific exact card, that's it. There was only 2 of them. And that's it. I wanted that more than his Upper Deck rookie back in the day. So that's a huge, huge get for myself. So anyway, shout out to you guys who were on the lookout for me. I know a lot of people on here, a lot of guys who watch my vids and comment all the time and stuff. I know a bunch of you guys were actively watching for this card to pop up on eBay or forums because I don't check the forums too often. I'm registered on all of them, but I'm not on there. And a couple of times I did get chances to at least throw in a bid toward one of these cards over the years, and usually it went for way too much money, like $1,500. So couldn't do that, but it worked out on this one, and I'm happy. Thanks, guys. Sorry for rambling, but it's what I do. You know this.